Holy crap, y'all. I made a St. Andrew's cross. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie. When I started this project, I was like, it's gonna be easy. No, it wasn't. No. No. Finding the angles for the feet was quite a pain in the ass. Now, I may have just overcomplicated it for myself trying to figure it out. I may have thought way too much into it, which is a real possibility. But I went through a lot of scraps trying to figure out the right angles. I settled on 70 degrees for the angle of the feet. The math for a triangle is all three angles equal 180 degrees. So with each foot coming in at 70 degrees, then that means that the intersection point is going to be 40. Because 70 and 70 is 140, then another 40 to make 180. I didn't know this going into it, so at least my research went that far. You could tell I didn't pay attention to Coach Smith's math class when I had the opportunity, and it bit me in the ass on this project. But I finally figured it out, so I set the miter saw to 70 degrees to cut the feet, and I was off to the races. Now that I have the arms mocked up and clamped where I want them to be, I'll go ahead and trace the intersecting points, and I'm going to create what's called a half flap joint. It kind of looks like this. A lot of people will use a table saw to create this half flap, and I've done that before, but with the size of my shop and the positioning of my table saw, the length of each arm would make it too difficult to try to accomplish. I tried this technique with a router that I saw, and I really like how it came out, so I'm probably gonna go this route for the near future, just because it looks good, and it's my thing, and I'm gonna do however the hell I want, and that's the beauty of woodworking. Whatever works for you, there's no one true way to do things. I wanted the cross to be adjustable for people with different heights, and so I put two different holes on the top and bottom of each arm, which I'll drill out and put a rod in. Now, since this wouldn't fit on my drill press, I made this little jig. That way I can have a pretty straight shot going in to the wood, which then I remove and can finish it up like so. And then, big drill hole. Hole get drilled big, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that plug. Of course, route out the hole just to make it look pretty. Nobody likes sharp edges. Well, not everybody likes sharp edges. I used all thread just because I could get enough of it and go ahead and cut it down using an angle grinder. This shot was awesome, except those little sparks put pock holes in my screen protector. No big deal. But everything fit quite nicely, and then I'll just use some plugs to cover up the holes, like so. And it's such a tight fit for those bars in there that they're not moving around. And now, it's a little too booty too. Oh, look, it's a little popcorn. Look at those eyes. How trippy is that? Now I'm making the back plate for the kickstand. Apparently I'm into making coffin-shaped things now. And if you've been following my social media or the previous videos, you'd know. You would know. Do it. Just so you know, what you're about to see is a lot of routering, chiseling, and then fitting. Yeah, that happens a lot. That's part of the process. I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsors. Us. And y'all. We don't have any paid sponsors, but it's all y'all, so thank you for your support, and then of course our own support. So anyways, the real reason why there's this kind of break is that I started having issues with my camera. Well, my phone. I use an iPhone 11. That's what all of this, it kept saying the storage was full, and after doing everything I ended up having to restore it, but everything's fine now. So I didn't get footage of making the runners that go between the feet of the arms, that sounds weird, to the kickstand. And they're actual wood. I didn't go with chain because I wanted to make sure that it stayed locked in place. And I didn't get the sanding or the routing of the edge. Sorry. Just imagine it in your head. I'm sure you've seen me do it before if you've been keeping up. So it's nothing new to you. And here's the assembly of the St. Andrew's cross.
Fucking toes actually on the ground. Socks off. 10 toes down to the ground right now. Right now. Think I finally figured out who I am, what my style, but I'll keep my soul to the ground. Thinking up. Keep that ego in clown. Rather clown all out by myself right now. Big man, like my ship is all sound. Like no water on board, like I'm not about to drown. I'ma keep it all 100, man, I'm really freaking out. People listen in now, I'm not just talking to myself. Make me scared, I'm gonna let them all down right now. Right now, pray I never lose myself. Praying flashing city lights, I keep my pretty boy smile. Pray this all work out. I caught my mama house, so when I look inside her eyes, all that real shit was worthwhile. Pray my team break ground, so this album popping out. Swear it drop, I'ma be right there, say push baby, push. I think I finally figured out. That's all that life's about.
The customer this cross is for, I didn't know if they had restraints or not, so I went ahead and made some stirrup style handles. Nothing special, just something to where someone can grab onto it and start having fun. If you want one of these crosses, go check it out on Penguinafterdark.com, and I can make them in whatever color you want. And be sure to keep checking, because this isn't going to be the first version of this. I'm going to start making these and tweaking them and getting them dialed in a little bit better. So just keep checking it out, and if you want one, hit us up. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Like artifacts in scattered museum rooms. The future moves too quick to see a zoom. I'm not flying far from the places up in the clouds. I'm just sitting here on earth with my feet up on the ground. Think it's time we figured out.